What is going on, everybody? Welcome back to an episode of Josh's Comics. Over the weekend, I went to my first Comic-Con of 2024, and I went in with a budget, and I was looking only to pick up books $5 or less. Well, let's see what I was able to find for $5 or less coming up on this next episode of Josh's Comics.
My hands steady, I feel ready, but my legs heavy, I don't get it. How come I haven't hit it already? Still working, I'm still learning, I'm still searching, finally earning something, finally turning something called a profit. If I hear you talking shit, don't get caught in it. I'll be popping off and hit your ass, dropping all your shit. Yeah, I promise this, I got promises, you ain't stopping this. Cross my shit, you'll be knocked unconscious, bitch. That's the consequence, I got this, I will not quit. Man, I'm on it, honest, I go launch quick, then I'm gone. It's just a
Welcome back, everybody. So before we get into the haul, real quick, do me a favor. If you've been supporting this channel, I really appreciate you. But if you also are new to the channel and if you're enjoying the content, please hit that like button and please subscribe. It would really go a long way in helping me out, and I would really appreciate it. So moving on, you saw, some quick little footage. This con I've gone to twice last year. I have hauls on that. You can go look at some previous videos, and I want my first year of collecting. I forgot this was coming up, and so the Philadelphia Comic Con happens, if I'm not mistaken, it's every other month, because this event just happened. They're going to have one in March, but it's every other month on the second to last Sunday of that month. Still a great time. I found great things through the other hauls and the other times I went. But this time, as I said in the beginning, I went on a budget. And this is what I'm just going to say. I'll let you know the total price I paid up front for everything. I went in with a $60 budget. So you're thinking, well, what could have you found for $60? I tell you what, I found some great stuff for $60. And I will tell you this, I stayed under my budget. But we'll go over pricing at the end of this video. Let's jump into the haul. I'm going to start this off. I picked this up from one vendor, and this is Batman. And I want to say that I was sticking to $5 bins and under, but a lot of people had 50% off stuff, and you'll see this. Batman, Mr. Freeze, one shot from Paul Dini. Amazing. I love Paul Dini. Animated Batman series writer. And Batman, Mr. Freeze, Origin of Mr. Freeze, and the first appearance of Nora Freeze, his wife. I've been looking for a copy of this for a while, and I actually found one. It was marked at 10. I got it for $5. So good pickup there. Oh well, was it $5? I can't remember. It was either $5 or $8, but still a great pickup. I got it for a discount deal, and I was really happy to pick this up. This is a book that's been on my want list for a while, so we checked that off. Great cover, great first appearance, and Paul Dini, can't get any better than that. And so that was from one vendor, and now I have this pile broken up into a few different sections, and the values are going to be all over the place in terms of significance for books. But let's start this off with one vendor. Picked up quite a few books from him. Joker, Emperor Joker, issue number 1. Sweet Joker cover. Marked at $8. It was 50% off, so comes out to $4. So anything under $5, I was willing to grab. Great cover, great artwork. I love Joker covers. It's part of a different part of my collection. I'm collecting solely on Joker covers, rather it be gold and silver. Modern age stuff tends to be a little bit easier and cheaper to buy, but great pickup there. Moving on, as you saw in the beginning of the video, this is a really cool, I love this cover. It's a Halloween edition, Monsters of the Month variant cover, and it's a Josh Middleton variant of Catwoman, issue 35. I love this cover. That thing is beautiful. I would like to later this year have a video showing off my favorite Halloween covers, so that will probably end up popping back up sometime. But I love this cover. I just, seeing Catwoman take the pumpkin, and in our case it would be Candy, but in hers it's Jules. I find this amazing and a beautiful cover. And again, 50% off the cover price of $4. Comes out to $2. Couldn't pass that up. Moving on, he had a few books that were $1 books, and I think they were marked down to like 50 cents. Actually, this is a little bit out of order. Oh no. Josh made a mistake and we were live. Here, I'm going to put that back in. So I picked up 3 other books from this vendor. Old Man Hawkeye, issue number 1. It does have a little bit of significance for the Simonite, for Venom. I forget exactly, but I love Old Man Hawkeye. Oh, so I do love Old Man Hawkeye. I love Old Man Logan. In issue 1, it's a number 1. It's only a few bucks anyway. 50 cents. I said, why not? Pick it up. Great cover, too. The other issue I picked up, I messed up. I thought it was the right issue. I was off by a couple, but I picked up New Avengers issue number 5. Great cover of Wolverine. I thought this was the issue when he actually joins the Avengers. I believe that's issue 7 or 8. When Tony gives him the invite and Logan officially accepts. Again, these are small keys, not worth a lot, but I still think they're pretty cool. Great cover, and hey, you know what? For 50 cents, why not? Next time, I gotta pull out Key Collector, and I did have it. I just wasn't. I thought that was the issue. So that's what I picked up from one vendor. This next vendor, shout out to Pope of Chillingtown, by the way, who was there with me hunting. He let me know about this vendor, and this guy, I wish I would have got to him. I went to him about the last. I was there for probably about an hour or two already, as it was. A lot of people picked through his bins. He had stuff, $2 bins. And I'm not kidding you. You're about to see some heat. Like, I couldn't believe what some of these bins were. Let's start off with the first one. Earth's Mightiest Avengers, or The Avengers, issue number 6 from the Mark Waid run. Cover art by Alex Ross featuring Kang. Look at that thing. That's beautiful. And it's also a nice little key. So Vision and Future Vision talk of the Theseus, or the Theseus ship, which was adopted for the WandaVision show. Hey, and if you can see, he had some pricing, $16.25. But, nevertheless, it was in a $2 bin. I was like, okay. I mean, this book, I think, hovers around $10, $15 near mint for a raw, if I'm not mistaken. But I was happy to pick it up for $2. Great, and I love Alex Ross covers. And, I mean, that's a thing of beauty. And it's a Kang cover, even though we're dealing through the Kang stuff. Moving on, another New Avengers key. And this one actually kind of was a little bit pricier this year. I think it's dropped since after Secret Invasion. New Avengers issue number 40. Again, he had a $20 price tag on it, but he had it in the $2 bins. And it's the first appearance of... I'm going to mispronounce this so bad. Vankin, a Skull Queen. First of all, great cover art. Love the New Avengers one by Bendis, and a nice little key. And I know it heated up. I think it cooled down since the show, since Secret Invasion came out. But still, $10, $15 book for $2. And I asked him why, and you're going to see some more keys, by the way, from this guy. And I said, why do you're selling some really great stuff, high grade, for $2? And it's because he has a lot of inventory, he has a small shop, and he's just trying to move stuff. All up for it. This book you've seen quite a bit on the channel, and you probably will keep seeing it if I can find it for a good price. Superman issue number 1 from, I believe, volume 2. Reintroduction and origin of Metal. Origin and reintroduction of Metella, and great cover, and a book that I can't get his first appearance. If I'm not mistaken, his first appearance, I think, is Action 242, which is also the first Supergirl, if I'm not mistaken, which is a very pricey book. I can't afford right now. I'm probably going to take a long time to get, but still, great pickup, new mint copy. Had a cover price of $14.25 on there, $2. Okay, let's and the two other books I picked up from him. This is a book that I have multiple copies of, and I just said for $2, why not? Superman, Batman issue number 8, reintroduction of Supergirl, and yeah, he had a cover price of $16.25 on there originally. I mean, hey, $2 a piece. Yeah, we're gonna buy it, man. I did pretty good with this haul, so another great key for pretty cheap. And the last book I picked up from this vendor, this is only a $3 or $4 book, but this is a very underrated book in my opinion, and I feel like it should be worth a little bit more than what it is. But we have Action Comics issue number 662. It's when Clark Kent reveals to Lois Lane that he is Superman. First of all, why it took so long, I don't know. Second of all, I'm not entirely sure if it's like in some of the movies and shows, if Lois already knew beforehand or kind of had the feeling that Clark was Superman. But by the suggestion in the title, I'm assuming she had no clue. But this is like a $3 or $4 book, and to me, this is one of the biggest reveals for Secret Identities. And that may not even be a big... People are like, well, it's Secret Identity reveal. I think this is a pretty good key that should be worth a little bit more than what it is. I just feel like it's underrated and undervalued. Just my personal opinion. I recently picked one up that is going to be coming out in another haul video. I picked it up a couple months ago, but I mean, for $2, another new mint copy in the collection, I just can't pass it down. So moving on to the last stack of books. This gentleman had $3 books. Every book, he had his price stuff on one side, then he had the other side, it was all $3. I can't believe what I found for $3. Some of these books are not big, but some of them $10, $15, $20 value for $3. All in new mint condition. Let's start off with some Detective Comics. Detective Comics issue number 586. And some of these books, by the way, are going to be PC upgrades for my collection. But, yeah, 586. This is the first cover but second appearance of Ratcatcher. Another not talked about or really known villain on Batman's side. We had Ratcatcher 2, which is his daughter in the Suicide Squad film. We'll see if she shows back up in the DCU, or they might go a whole different route. I feel like Ratcatcher could be somebody, and I don't think it's going to take off, but I feel like it's a villain that you could maybe see again in the DCU with knowing James Gunn. But still, I mean, this guy needs little value in it. It's like a $10 book for $3. I said, why not? And I do have another copy that has a few ticks, and that one's new mint, so it's a great upgrade. This next book is a really, it's a small key. It's like $3, but I loved it. I just love the keys and everything behind this. Birds of Prey issue number 37. First, Condiment King, who is a villain that weaponizes and condiments. Probably mispronounced that wrong, but like ketchup, mustard, the whole thing. I had to pick that up. That's just like a little book, and I don't expect that character. I mean, who knows? James Gunn could turn him into like having radioactive ketchup or something. I have no idea. But I feel like this is a cool little key. Something that is in my mind hilarious. And I just had to have in the collection. I did pick up some good Batman stuff, especially from the Hush run. And we're going to talk about this book. And this is actually going to be on an updated version. I'm going to do a few more videos of underrated DC keys. This is an underrated DC key as far as I'm concerned. Batman issue number 619 from the Hush run. Now, This is actually a Jim Lee variant. There's a few different Jim Lees. And this is a 3-page fold out. It has all of Batman's rogues. And Hush is actually on here. So, but this is like, get a load of this. This is the first time that Tommy Elliott is in the Hush costume. Like you see him in the actual costume. So, while 609 is the first Tommy Elliott appearance, who, ends up being Hush later down in these next few issues. This is his first time in costume, and this is only like $10, and I feel like that's way undervalued, underappreciated. And the Jim Lee cover, Jim Lee, just like Alex Ross, I love Jim Lee variants. So, $3 pickup. I'm happy to have this near mint. All these books, by the way, are near mint. Batman issue number 37, the double date. You've seen this a few times already, and like I said, anytime I find this book for $5 or under, I'm picking it up. It's a good value to it, and it's a great key, and it's a double date one. Bruce and Selina are getting married, so Clark and Lois go out with him, and I believe issue 36 also is like they do some stuff together, but this is considered the real double date, and it's a great issue, and it's some of the best, like, Bruce and Clark bromance, and then you get to see Selina and Lois, who are, like, kind of, like, turn out to be, like, the best of friends, and it's just a great issue, and good read, so I was happy to find that. Moving on, this isn't a key, but it's a cool, classic Joker cover. Brave and the Bold, issue number 191. Penguin getting shot by Joker. Of course, the old bang gun trick. Picked it up for the Joker cover, man. I mean, come on. Why not? Great cover. Brave and the Bold. Speaking of Brave and the Bold, you saw this a few months back, but this is a nicer copy than a nicer copy of the version I already have. I'm probably mispronouncing that so long. Batman, Brave and the Bold, starring Batman and Robin, the X-Boy Wonder. And this is issue number 182. And I was looking for this because it has a Batmobile cover, another project I'm working on. But it's a nice little key. First appearance of the Golden Age Batwoman in Modern Age. She is on the cover too. And it's a nice Hugo Strange cover. Batmobile's on there. So, $3, and like I said, this thing is not, well, you know what? Yeah, one maybe little baby chick, but, I mean, still, near mint. Can't pass that up. Moving on, we have Batman, issue number 614 from the Hush Run. Punchline. Another Joker cover. Okay, but it's also a classic Batman vs. Joker battle. That's like an $8 book, but still, Hush Run is really great. So I had to pick that up. Great cover, nice little Houston immigrant. So I was happy to find that. Like I said, this guy had this complete stuff. New Avengers issue number 4. Great Spider Woman cover. First, Maria Hill. If you watch Secret Invasion, you know that Maria Hill is, spoiler alert, no longer in the MCU. She was killed off. I don't know why. She could have, honestly, they could have done where eventually, if Samuel Jackson's ready to step down, she could take over, unless they do that later in the MCU. Maybe they're like, oh, they faked her death. I don't know. But I also found the New Avengers issue number 6, her second appearance, and it's interesting to see that her second appearance has way more value than the first. And actually, her first appearance in issue 4 is actually also the first official team up of the New Avengers, so kind of surprised to see that there, but still, great books to add. I have multiple copies of that. And the last book that I found, and this is a good one. This is another underrated, undervalued book. Batman issue number 700, giant size anniversary issue from the great Grant Morrison. And mess that up. And cool key significance behind this. This is a 3-part story. It talks about tells the stories of 3 different Batmans: Bruce Wayne, Dick Grayson, and Damian Wayne. But it also has a Terry McGinnis Batman Beyond appearance. And it's also shown that Damian, as an aged Batman, who was his mentor, not Bruce. I think that's cool. A different spin on that. I don't know in continuity right now in the Batman Beyond universe if that's how it is, if Damian actually was his mentor or this was just like an Elseworld kind of story. Great cover. Great key significance. Excuse me. So yeah. So guys, let's talk price. I went in with a $60 budget. I stayed under that $60 budget. I believe, if I'm not mistaken, I had one. How many books do we have here total? 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. So I have like 21 books here, right? Yeah. Let's just call it 20. I think it's 21. Let's do a 21. I spent, I know, you're like, yeah, this guy sucks. He doesn't have math. I really am really not good at math. But I knew this. I spent a total of $48 for everything you just saw. I don't know about you, but this is this is actually probably my best budget haul I've ever had in my almost year and a half of collecting. In September this year, my 2 full years of collecting in this hobby, I've never gotten a budget haul this good. I have found good stuff for cheap, don't get me wrong, but this is like, if I was to go back and grade these books, and I'm telling you, all these books, most of them are minty. I mean, near mint. Some of them are in the 9.4, 9.6 range, and I'm willing to bet, if you look up values, if I went back and if I wanted to sell all these books right now in a bundle, I would easily triple my money. I would have to say, I think so. But this was a great haul. It was a great event. I met up with Pope of Shillingtown, 360 Comics, and Brixco Comics, as always. And Collecting Dude was there. And it was a great time seeing everybody. Those guys had some good stuff. But, like for me to go in on a $60 budget, hunt, $5 and under bins, and walk out with this stuff, like, what? So, yeah, I had a good time. It was a good event. I will definitely be going back. I usually go twice a year to the show. Usually once in the beginning of the year, and then one towards the end. I might go next time in March. We'll have to see, because I'm currently saving up, because in March we have the NJ Comic Stop convention, and then in April, King Kong 5, I believe, is happening, and Backdeck Comic Fest is somewhere going to be around that time, or a little bit after, but I'm kind of saving up. February, I don't think we have any cons, so that's good. I'm going to take a step back and be very picky about what I'm picking up, if I do pick up anything in February. I have tons of content I've got to film, and I'm not going to drag that out because you guys already heard that. I got to catch up on a lot of stuff that I bought and make videos for. But guys, I am extremely happy. My first Comic-Con of 2024, I did really well. I think this just honestly means to me that we're going to have a good year in collecting. I will say I did see some books. I did look at some marked for price stuff and some long books. Yeah, some sellers did still have 2021 prices, and some were pretty decent, but I really wasn't in there for the big boys. I was here, for the little guys, and like I said, to find what I found, and $48 total for every book you saw here, I think I did an amazing job, and always check those dollar bins, $2 bins, $3 bins, $5 and under. Always check them. You can at local cons, local comic shops. I'm telling you guys, you can find deals out there still. I found some great key issues here. Some great updates or upgrades for my personal collection. So yeah, we're dragging this video out now. So I just want to say one more thing. Please hit that like button. Please subscribe and leave a comment if you haven't already. I would really appreciate it. It helps out the channel. And yeah, stay safe. Take care of each other. And until next time, we will see you on the next episode of Josh's Comics.